in a face.
He's so not a douchebag.
I know. I just like to poke fun at him. He's a good guy.
I didn't get to see it this weekend, and I am super, super mad because I really wanted to. And everybody has been messaging me, Missy, I have to work today, but can you tell Matt what a great time I had? So Matt,
that's what I've heard.
People are messaging me, asking me if I've seen it. I am so sorry I haven't. I wish I could archive it and be able to see it. So I can't wait for you to tell us all about it.
Yes, let's get Matt up on screen and say hello. There he is. Hi, Matt. How's it going? I like your PJs. Did we just freeze?
We froze.
Already?
He froze in his PJs. He looks happy though too.
I know, he looks happy, so that's good.
Should we pick his nose?
Yeah, go pick his nose.
There
he is.
Wait. Eat. Ooh.
There's a delay. Okay.
Hello?
Okay, there we go.
Are you there? Hello?
I like your outfit there, buddy.
Thanks. I sold my other one, so I had to go and get a new pair.
All right.
So are we drinking a beer in our PJs?
Yeah, I'm trying to be comfortable and relax.
That's awesome.
I'm in my element right now.
Wait, where's your hand?
I'm using my hands. Stacey thinks I'm a big douchebag because I talk with my hands all the time.
As long as we can see both of them up, we're good.
There's so many other reasons that I'm a douchebag. I don't know why she picks that one.
I don't know. I'm sorry. You know I love you. It was just fun to say. Diabolical, genius, douchebag. You know, just kind of went with it.
Am I supposed to see you guys? I can't see any of you.
No, you won't see us. I know. All
right.
You can archive it later.
You can watch it later.
I'm going to imagine. I'm visualizing it.
Okay.
Yeah, you're great.
I'm in a bikini.
And I'm in my thong.
Exactly. Missy just bent over.
You say so.
And Eddie's naked back there today. Smart as crayons, real excited.
Where did we just go with this conversation?
I don't know. What were we supposed to talk about?
I don't know. Matt, how was your Halloween?
How was my Hoff-O-Ween? Was fantastic. It was a big drunken event. We knocked out 3 kegs in a night, which I think is a pretty decent accomplishment. The live feed thing went off kind of better than I thought it would, to be honest. People seemed to enjoy themselves. I enjoyed myself. I got to dress up like Creepy Britney. So all in all, it was a successful evening.
I had heard, you know, how the rumors go throughout the internet that so many people accessed your site that they couldn't view it anymore because of the bandwidth. And also, yeah, I heard, because they exceeded their bandwidth, which means so many people were on it at the same time. And also I heard, and what I would like to know, did anybody PayPal you money for another keg of beer?
Did anybody what with the money? I'm sorry.
Did anybody PayPal your money? PayPal you money for another keg of beer?
Yeah, the fans are so crazy awesome. We had tons of people, like even after Hoff-O-Ween, that would write stuff to Stacey and Jokers and stuff and say, hey, give me your email so we can PayPal money for like cleanup and maid service and kegs. And of course we didn't take any, but yeah, they're crazy. The fans are so awesome. They actually wanted to help fund Hoff-O-Ween, but I would have none of that. I don't know. I guess maybe I'm not as horrible, evil person as I came across. I just wanted to do it for the fans. It was fun. So we made like a little SuperPass-ish kind of feed changer. We had a couple cameras. I know we're not as fancy as you guys. We don't have flashback features and stuff. But, you know, you get what you pay for. It was free. It worked better than I thought. It did crash out, but I guess somehow there was a back-end thing that the super fans found out about, and they had it going pretty much all night.
That is awesome. I'm sad I missed it.
I am really, really upset that I did not get to see it.
But we did get some pictures.
Yes.
Let's bring up, I'll tell you what picture we're going to bring up, and you tell us about it, okay?
I will do my best to recall the evening in a haze.
Okay, all right. What's our first picture? Let's see that one. This might take a second. I think Eddie's on the phone. Okay, so now the first picture we have is the Zingbot.
Oh my God, it was incredible. And what didn't come across, probably on the live feeds, Zingbot had a voice modulator that made him sound exactly like the Zingbot. So he was the winner of the costume contest for Hoff-O-Ween, which is typically the prize is just a bunch of junk that I want to throw out. So it's like shit in my closet and stuff I was going to toss and just garbage. And I throw it into a bag and give it to my friends. So he won this year. It was absolutely an incredible costume. And this is the same guy, mind you, who when I got home, he was a drummer in my band. And he's like, he played it off all cool, like he didn't watch. He's like, yeah, I saw a couple episodes and stuff. And then he shows up as a fucking Zingbot. So I think it's bullshit. I think he was a big super fan too. But.
Yes. So he was a friend of yours. A friend of yours from the band was Zingbot.
Yeah, it was amazing.
I love it. Okay,
Yeah.
let's go to the next one. I think it's Creepy Brittany.
Creepy
There
Brittany.
we go. Okay, where did you get the dress? Because the dress, I mean, yours has straps, but for the most part, the design is a lot alike.
Yeah, it's hard to find a dress to fit me. So I just got like a little top. I don't know what you girls call those kinds of tops. Because I knew I didn't need a full dress because I was just doing the top half thing. But the eyebrows were the worst. I thought I spent literally like an hour and 15 minutes peeling them off of my face, trying not to rip my real eyebrows out at the end of the night. So that ended up kind of disastrous. I did end up ripping out a lot of my real eyebrows, but I think it was all worth it for the gimmick. So.
Wait, they're fake eyebrows that you put just over your real eyebrows?
Yeah, what I did was I just layered this like glue, this spirit gum. I just put it all over my eyebrows, and then I put latex all over that. And then after that, I just penciled in Brittany's eyebrows. But I didn't know that peeling off the latex would rip out my eyebrows afterwards. So it was a very delicate process and very painful.
So are you injured?
I'm okay now. Everything is fine. It's a little hangover. I'm glad that I was as drunk as I was because it helped to not feel anything. It was like 5 in the morning when I was doing this. So.
So what time did Hoff-O-Ween start?
Hoff-O-Ween started at about 7:30, 8 o'clock, and it ended up wrapping up at about 4:30 in the morning. And we started kind of cleaning for a little bit, but then we realized that we were too drunk to clean, so we figured we'd just go to bed. But it took me, like, honest as shit, like an hour to get those eyebrows off. And then you girls, my wife always goes to bed with makeup on. I can't go to bed with makeup on. I've never worn female makeup much. So I had to shower. It was all a big hassle. Drunk showering is the worst in the world.
I really love drunk showers.
Do you? I can't
Wow, I
stand
love
them.
drunk shower. All you needed was baby oil.
Pardon me?
Baby oil takes everything off.
Oh, does it?
I had spirit gum because I had my neck slit open, and I just like dumped some baby oil on it, and it was off.
Oh, really? I've
Yeah.
only used it for wrestling. I've never actually tried to use it for.
Okay, let's look at one more picture, then we'll go to a caller. I think it's Diabolical Super Genius. Let's see. There it is. Who is this? Is he going as you?
Yeah, so my friend came in dressed kind of like the Albert Einstein and carrying his little $500,000 thing. I'm like, what the hell are you? He's like, I'm you, and you're the Diabolical Super Genius. And he kept going around to people at the party. He's like, here, I'm giving away $500,000. He's like fucking with me and making fun of me for throwing the game like an idiot. So another quality costume. We had a lot of Big Brother mock representations. There was a person who came dressed just like he was supposed to be like a strung out hooker. He wasn't even really a fan of Big Brother. He was a brother of a friend of mine, so he didn't really watch that much. But he looked more like Rachel than the person who came dressed as Rachel did, which I found hysterical.
We just got the picture. We see who you're talking about.
Amazing.
I love it. All right, well, we'll get to some more pictures, but I'm sure everybody wants to talk to you, so let's go to a caller.
All right, I'm having a very hard time with hearing the audio, so I may have to say, like, a bunch of times, but I'll try to understand this.
Okay, we can repeat it for you. I think it's
All right.
Ryan from Texas.
Hey.
Hi, Ryan.
Good, how are you doing?
Doing great. Awesome.
What's up, Ryan?
Doing great, man. Well, first off, congratulations on making it as far as you did. You know, I was a fan from day one when I first saw your interview here on SuperPass, and you kind of reminded me of a mix between Dr. Will and Dan from season 10. You know, kind of like the good and the bad combined. So I was going strong for you from day one. But my question is, I guess, after being such a Big Brother fan, and actually living in the house, did it change your view on how the game is played? I mean, was it what you expected, or was it something completely different than you thought you'd be experiencing?
Yeah, thanks for the compliments, by the way. I love Will and Dan. Are awesome players. I like that I can encompass the yin and yang of all of them.
Great.
It totally changed my view being in the house. I mean, it's a completely different game than you think. I think it was physically much easier than I thought and mentally much harder than I thought. So that kind of flip-flopped. But if I played again, I would do things a little different. But generally, it's hard to plan. You know, you just kind of go in there and roll with it and see who's around you and how the game plays out. I mean, the lie that I told didn't really work to my favor or work against me. Kind of didn't really do anything, but it sure as hell kept my mind occupied over the summer and gave me something to fuck with people with. So I like fucking with people. So that was kind of a fun thing to do. But yeah,
man, I loved your style of gameplay. I was with Chelsea the whole time about being all about Matt, and I was hoping, man, when you pulled out that diamond power Vito, I was like, oh no, he's screwed now, because I mean, once you have that power, it's like a target on your back. But yeah, man, I love you. I mean, even the pajamas and the beer, man. I'm in my pajamas right now drinking a beer, so I mean that's awesome, man. You keep up. You keep up with everything.
Is this a little bromance?
About comfort, man.
No, it's a little bit of a bromance. I can't lie, man. I was all about Reagan and Matt, But yeah, man, you just keep it up, and hope you're having a good time and enjoying all your fans and whatnot. The Halloween party sounded awesome. I had a 3-keger too, so.
Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it.
You guys are a lot alike.
I see a friendship coming on here. Matt just cheered you.
You need to come. Hey, man, come down to Austin anytime, man. I'm like right off 6th Street, and we can do it up.
Dude, I'd love to come to Texas. I think it's great. I went to Austin. My band played in Austin a few years back, but we talked about making a Texas trip in the house all the time, and I think they made the Texas trip, if I heard correctly.
Yeah. Man, South by Southwest. I don't know if you've ever heard of South by Southwest in January. Come down for that, man. That's always a good time.
Yeah, no, I'll make it down there for sure. Reagan and I talked about heading out to Austin because he has some friends and family out there, so I think we're going to make that trip next year.
All right, you guys, I follow all of you on Twitter. I don't know if you follow me or not, but I'm This Is Stix. It's This Is STIX.
Okay.
So yeah, just follow me back, and it was great talking to you guys.
All right, you too. Thanks for calling.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Bye.
Later.
Who's our next caller? It's Mike.
Hi.
It's Mike.
Hi, Mike.
Hi, how are y'all?
Good, how are you?
You have a little more enthusiasm today. I like that. There's a little spunk in that voice today.
Has it always been?
No. She compares your monotone voice every time you call, Mike.
I'm not monotone.
See?
There we go.
That's what she was looking for. We had to press your buttons a little to get you.
Yeah.
Well,
All I have to do is talk about how much you love Rachel. Matt, we had Mike called in when Rachel was Skyping, and they had it was beautiful. They both apologized to one another because Mike had been calling her a bitch all season. It was beautiful.
Mike, are you the one that called in during Reagan and mine's interview? And you were just saying, oh, you cracked me up. That was like one of my funniest callers.
Yeah.
So, Mike, do you have a question for Matt today?
Do you like football by chance?
Do I like football? No, the wife is the jock in the family. I'm a hockey fan, and that's about it.
Oh.
Oh, you're so funny.
And for everybody out there, because there was a couple people on Twitter that were wondering if Stacy would be around. So she's not home, right?
Yeah, she's at work making the bread for the family. I don't make any money. I won $1 this summer. That's all I got.
Wait, so. Stacy's at work and you're home in your PJs with a beer.
Yeah, that's how we roll. That's how we roll in the Hoffman household.
Oh, okay.
That's a situation we have all worked out. She's got to fund her leg surgery. I sit back, make sure the gears are turning, everything's working properly. It's a well-oiled machine over here in my house.
With baby
oil.
Baby-oiled machine. Should have put my mascara on for the interview. I'm not done up enough.
All right, Mike. Anything else today?
Not quite. Just don't forget to watch Survivor tonight.
I won't forget.
We won't.
And I'll see you on Reality Rewind.
You got it, Mike.
Okay,
Thanks.
bye.
Have a great day.
Bye, Mike.
Oh, this is too much fun today. I have this permanent smile. My cheeks are gonna hurt.
Ah! What is that?
It's a lion.
You have an orange fur ball of love?
It's my cat. He's getting in the way.
No. Put her back up. Him or her? What is it? Him.
Oh, he doesn't want to come. There we go.
It's a he.
Oh my god.
He's a beast. Hey?
Oh my god. It's like my baby. I love orange fur balls. And he's got does he have cotton ball paws? No. Just a cotton tummy.
He's waving. Hello.
Oh my god.
We'll let him
I'm
go.
gonna eat him.
He's a star.
You can't eat cats.
I love cats. Okay.
Wait. Matt, your cat's a male?
Yeah, that one is. I have a chick upstairs.
Oh.
It's very uncommon for orange tabbies to be females.
Okay, and
So
what's
I have a
Pugsley?
freak. She's a female. There was 2 in the litter.
Well, of course she's female. So
She's a freak like her
you
mama.
and Matt have to put your cats together.
That wouldn't go well.
Oh, I'm like the crazy cat guy. Like, yeah, I love cats. I hate dogs, but he's like a dog. He's kind of an asshole. He gets in the way and like annoys people all the time. So, and Stace loves dogs, so she wanted a dog, and I'm like, no way. I'm staying at home with my beer and my pajamas, and we're getting a cat because that's how I run things. But turns out it backfired on me because this cat is almost exactly like a dog, so she's pretty happy with it.
Oh my
He's
gosh.
the crazy cat guy, and you're the
I
crazy
know.
cat woman.
I love it. We'll have to exchange stories. I'll have to get you crazy cat lady stuff. I've got some.
Who's our next caller?
It's Anne-Marie.
Hey, Chelsea. Hi, Missy.
Hi, Anne-Marie.
Hi, Matt.
Hey, Anne-Marie.
Hey, I in the beginning thought you were going to take this home and win it.
Thanks, me
Because you're
too.
such a character. I was wondering, when you watch your interviews and you're so entertaining and charismatic, did you find that when you were in the house it made you more subdued?
Yeah, I mean, you just get so lethargic, like sitting around doing nothing. And then, like, the present company that you're with, I mean, I definitely got dumber this summer. Undoubtedly. I lost a few brain cells. You're just not very, I don't mean to get all Brendan on you, but you're just not very mentally stimulated in the house. I know he complains about that a lot, but it's the truth. There's not really nothing to do, so you get kind of stupid and lazy, and yeah, you get sort of like bum around, and you really don't feel charismatic. Like, I remember getting called to the diary room a lot, and sometimes you just like, you get nothing to say, and they're like, say something funny about this. I'm like, I don't know, I'm not in a fucking funny mood right now, you know, like, it's just not funny. So, yeah, definitely. I think I'm a lot more perky outside the house.
Yeah, you are. Outside the house. I said, where was this guy inside the house? It would have been more fun to watch.
Yeah,
Because sometimes
I've
it
heard
gets
many
much
times
it
that
got boring a lot. But that's
Yeah.
because I guess it's boring just sitting around watching, doing nothing. Oh, but anyway, well, I missed your Halloween. I just wanted to call in and say hi to you guys. And I'll talk to you later.
Bye, Anne-Marie.
Bye-bye.
Frickin' Eddie just brought me more Skittles. I'm gonna be overweight after all is said and done. There's a huge bag back there. Matt was on the phone with me, and I'm like, we're sorry, I've got Skittles in.
Well, what kind of, let me see. Okay.
No, we've got too much to talk about today.
I know.
Let's look at a couple more pictures. Sorry, Eddie, you need forewarning, right?
No, please go ahead.
All right, we've got Jesus and Zing Brit, I think. That's the title?
That
oh,
would
there
be
we go.
Jesus. Oh, Jesus.
So this is the one with the Zing bot, yourself, and Jesus.
Yeah, Reagan made an awesome Jesus. He has a very Christ-like look to him now that he's kind of, his body's sort of filled out. And he just has that face. He's a very Jesus-like person. I don't know, man. He made the perfect Jesus. People thought he was Hayden, like, but not joking. Like, people are like, oh, are you Hayden? Like, which is strange because Hayden never wore a crown of thorns or a pillowcase around his waist. It must have been the hair and the shirtlessness and stuff.
Yeah, I think it was the shirtlessness, and, you know, Reagan's kind of, like, built there now.
Oh,
these
and
days.
we totally dropped the ball because we would have had the best picture for you. We planned the whole time. We're like, as soon before he leaves, we were going to take a replica of the Hayden Lane picture where I was going to be laying. I was going to wear my Britney tank top for a wife beater, and I was going to just wear like a do-rag, and he was going to do shirtless Hayden, and we were going to do the exact same pose, and then we were hung over him. I took him to the airport, and we were in the car on the way to the airport, and we're like, oh, fuck, we forgot to take the picture. So
This is exactly why you're a douchebag, because
that
we
would
had
have been
this
awesome.
conversation a long time ago. I was like, you and Reagan need to do this. That would be great.
know.
You could put those on eBay, man.
I really feel like I dropped the ball on this one because it would have been a brilliant photo. And that is my favorite picture. And I still have yet to hear a Hayden Lane interview post-picture. And I want to hear it, and I want you guys to have the exclusive because I need to know about this picture.
Why
They
they
have
took-
instantly become the most compelling post-show house guests as soon as that picture came out. I didn't care what they were up to prior to that. I wasn't interested in what he was doing with the money or what was happening. But that picture comes out. I need to know what was going on in the minds and what was happening and why they did this and what sort of like basement grunge photographer was taking these things. Everything about it. What happened when Hayden was like, hey, maybe this next one we should take our shirt off for? Like, what makes you do that? I need to know. So someone needs to get this exclusive interview because I haven't heard it anywhere.
So you're giving us lots of work to do.
I love it. I'll conduct the interview. If you guys want me to interview, I'll do the interview because I have so many questions about it. I fucking love that picture. It's everything that it should have been and more. I love it.
I don't know if I can continue doing
I know.
this
I'm
today.
like, I need my inhaler. I can't breathe.
I am laughing so hard and trying to be quiet. It's not even funny.
And I'm not like being mean. Like, I'm not even saying this in a mean way. I think it's so fucking absurd and crazy. Like I need to know all about it.
I'm with you, buddy. I'm with you.
I need to know too.
We'll talk about this via
Post
email.
after the
Yes.
show.
All right, what was the next picture? Okay. Shoot, we just lost him. Well, this is the second place winner, the photo. And this was Kiss.
Kiss?
I'm sorry. When people dress up as Kiss, I never think it's that original. Like,
Really?
it's not one of my faves.
Kiss.
Hey, buddy, we lost you there for a second.
Hey, what happened?
You don't know what you're doing, so.
Am I here? Can you see me?
No, we can't see you.
Okay.
Call back like you did the other time with the video. Oh, there
There
it is.
you go.
Wait,
Never
wait,
mind.
don't hang
No.
up. There we go. You're back.
Whew.
Okay, so we just pulled up the photo of Kiss.
It was an awesome costume. That was my second place finisher. I thought it was great. But then Kiss got they were a bunch of pussies, the people who did Kiss, and they were bitching about their makeup like from the second they walked in the door. So like almost instantly they took the makeup off. And I think if you're gonna commit to a costume, commit to it all night, you know. So it was alright. It was a good costume, but they didn't stick with it.
All right. Okay, the next one. Oh, here we go. Kristen and Reagan.
Oh, how adorable is that?
And we can't
But funny.
see Kristen's full costume. I haven't seen a picture of her where you can see the whole thing or like a front view.
Spider
What
Woman?
was it? Yeah. What did it all look like, I guess?
She was supposed to be some sort of a spider woman. I don't know if it was intentional or the irony of like the fact that she eats spiders.
Yeah.
I said, don't get drunk and eat yourself at my party because that would be horrible. So I don't know if like she just did that accidentally, but yeah, it was. I don't think I would have known it was Spider Woman had I not asked her what she was. Everything at Halloween is just skank holiday. It's like sexy and then insert anything you want there. So it was just another one of the random sexy costumes. She was sexy Spider Woman.
All right. Okay, now we have you putting on your makeup. This is a classic shot. I love, you can see the picture of Brittany, and you're so focused on that eyeliner.
Yeah, I was using my reference photo and
Yes.
trying to make it because I needed the eyebrows to arch at exactly the proper places. And I've never applied lipstick before. This is my first time, and that was kind of a whole new experience. It was fun.
How did Stacy, your wife, feel about you in makeup?
I don't know. I mean, after a summer of mine and Reagan's hijinks playing out on television and me dreaming of shirtless Hayden, I think this is just another in the series of weird gay things I'm doing. I don't know what to tell you.
Or rubbing Lane's leg.
I was so liberated, though. I don't know. I've never felt so pretty in my life.
All right, the next picture is Rachel and Brittany. Let's see here. Okay, who is this? Is this the Rachel or was the other one? Because we've already seen one picture of Rachel.
There's like a really skinny, strung out Rachel that's not really supposed to be Rachel. It's just
Okay.
supposed to be a prostitute.
That was
and
the first one. And now
Right.
this one, this is supposed to be Rachel. And
Then there's
you.
like a real Rachel who showed up with like a bottle of Patron. A party limo pulls up at my house with, I mean, it's one of those with the neon and the TV screens and the lights and everything in it and the loud music. Pulls up, there's like 12 people pile on. The first person I see is Rachel come out, who has, the guest dressed as Rachel. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So people had taken, like 13 of my guests had piled into a party limo. And Rachel was the first one to walk out, which just made it all the more funny that Rachel walked out of the limo drunk with the bottle of Patron half.
Were the cops called at all?
No, which is disappointing because I think they should. That's what makes a good party. I don't know. I think it might have just been too fucked up that the neighbors were just like, forget it, it's a lost cause. But no cops. We got away scot-free.
That's funny.
Good. Well, let's go to another caller. Who do we have? Susan from Florida.
Hi, how are you guys?
We're great,
Good.
Susan.
Hi, Matt. How are you?
Good, Susan. How are you?
Pretty good. At least now, are you still hungover? You seem like you're just like, you know.
Oh, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear.
Are you still hungover? You still seem a little strung there.
I'm just trying to stay terminally drunk as long as I can. I haven't even hit that point yet of hangover.
Yeah,
No,
well, I'm glad your Hoff-O-Ween party went out. You know, you went out, and I mean, it was great. So I enjoyed it.
Oh, you got to see a little bit. That's good. Yeah, I'm really happy it worked out for the fans. It was like, I was surprised that worked out well. I give a shout out to Blistering from the Sucks board, who really helped bring this whole thing together and work this out. But like from a technological standpoint, but it was great. I mean, it was cool. It was so funny to see. So I turned the cameras on at about 8:30 at night, but the page was up at about 10 in the morning maybe. And I mean, people were in that fucking chat room just staring at a black screen from 10 in the morning until the time I turned the feeds on, chatting and stuff. It was really fun. I'd pop in as, you know, when we were getting ready, all of us would kind of pop in and say something and say hello. But it was amazing, like the amount of people that would hang out and watch this and chat and stuff is really, really cool. It made me feel pretty good. So thanks, guys, for carrying.
Yeah, well, I'm glad for you. How surprised are you that even your wife is popular on Twitter and, you know, they want to talk to her as much as they want to talk to you and stuff?
Translation, please. I missed that.
How weird is it that everybody's obsessed with Stacy and they want to talk to her on Twitter just as much as you?
What a bunch of bullshit. What about me? I know did everything. Guys.
But she's the one with the leg, man.
She has an illness.
No, I know she's got all the good looks and everything in the family. No, she deserves it. She can take all the fame. She's actually really cool with the fans too, though. I love it. I mean, especially I know she's kind of like a Joker's person, but she pops in everywhere, in Twitter especially. Like I know you wouldn't think because I'm drinking beer in my pajamas, but I'm actually very busy a lot of the time. And, she's really cool. I mean, she's very accommodating to the fans, and she genuinely likes them a lot. And she actually made some friends over the summer through one of the message boards or Twitter or something. Strictly a Big Brother fan who moved to Chicago with their husband and didn't know anybody. And that person actually was at our party. I had no idea. I'm like, Stace, who is this person? And it turns out it was just like a Big Brother fan who she met. So we try and be as nice as we can to the fans. I really like them. I mean, sometimes there are some that are fucking totally mental and insane that you got to kind of like back off from. But far and away, they're all very nice. You guys are all very nice, and it's awesome. It's cool.
Well, yeah, I try not to bother you too much on Twitter, but you know, I like to comment sometimes on some of the things that, you know, you or her say or whatever. So, you know.
Very few fans are bothersome. Like very few. I mean, I can count on half a hand how many are bothersome. Everybody is so cool and so nice, and we try and be nice back as much as we can. So.
Right. Well, yeah, I'm glad because you know how you would sit at home and like, you know, oh, I would like to talk to that person or, you know, and get their experience on the show and everything. And you've been just so wonderful. You and Reagan actually have been outright and everything. And the last thing I wanted to say is that I'm so glad that everybody that was on the show has squashed all their, you know, problems with each other about the fights and about the disagreements, and that y'all pretty much all come together. And you know, because that's even exciting to watch on Twitter is listening to your conversations back and forth.
Very well said, Susan. Very well said. I agree with you. One of the best things that came out of this, Matt, I mean, watching you in the game was great, but knowing that you're a real person and care about the fans, that's even better. And that's what everybody likes about you. You just keep it real.
I honestly do. It's not a load of bullshit. Like, I'm very like humbled about everything. So it's cool. I think that comes from being such a huge fan myself. Like, I know, like, I think of back, say 5 years ago or even 1 year ago before I was on the show, what would I have loved to be a part of on a cast member's, you know, life? And if a cast member did this, how would I feel? And so I like being a fan, I know what it feels like to be a fan and what you want out of the cast. So I try and be that cast member that's good to the fans and that knows kind of what the fans want because I was there. I was one of you guys, so it's cool.
Yeah.
And with SuperPass doing all these interviews and things like that, a lot of fans are excited and happy because, you know, we never ever got like a chance like this, how much y'all are being, you know, the time you have on SuperPass and coming back every once in a while, if not every week, you know, we really do enjoy it.
Well, awesome. That's what we want to hear.
All right. Well, thank you guys.
Thanks, Susan.
Everything you guys do. So
thank you.
Hi, Susan. Thank you.
Have a good day.
Bye-bye.
So, Matt, let's talk about your relationships, because she brought up a good point that you've made up with some people, but what about the brigade? Have you talked to them?
No, not too much. Okay, so outside the house, like pretty immediately, I would talk to Hayden and text him pretty regularly. Enzo I'd text here and there, and Lane I talked to once and texted. And I had a whole Texas trip happen, and I don't know. We kind of lost touch or whatever, and I don't know what the deal was. I honestly have no answers for you. I have no explanation. I don't know if I pissed them off or if I did something, but like I would prefer to have a relationship with everybody in the house. I think we all went through a cool, common, shared thing. But on the flip side, if anyone in the house, the brigade or otherwise, don't want to talk to me, I'm not gonna fucking sit and stick my neck out there to get my balls sucked by them. It's like if they want to, then I'm there for them, and if they don't want to, then I'm not gonna be there for them. On Hoff-O-Ween, the morning of, both Enzo and Hayden sent me a nice text saying, I hope you have a good time and everything, which was cool. It was very nice, but I hadn't heard from them in like weeks. And then Lane, I still haven't heard from. And it's sad. I mean, I really like those guys, and it's cool. And I was hoping to have like a really close relationship with them outside of the house, but it's just, I don't know. I have no answers. Hopefully when you get their shirtless photo interview, you can ask them about that too and see what they say, but I have no idea.
Well, that's a question some of the fans had in another show that we had done. Why they're out making appearances, you're part of the brigade, why are you not out there making appearances?
Does it bother you that they're making appearances saying, hey, it's the members of the brigade, here we are, and they're leaving you out? And that they don't necessarily, I mean, they don't.
Or are they inviting you and you're declining? I mean, what's going on here? Give us a scoop.
Well, look, I am the first to admit when I'm a douchebag and when I do douchey things. It happens all the time. And being in the brigade, it was cool in the sense it's a fun alliance, but I mean, it's also sort of douchey. And it got even more douchey when it started being spelled improperly with the hyphen and the bra and all that stuff. So I'm cognizant of the fact. So in that sense, like, am I upset that I'm not part of the bra hyphen gay? No, whatever. I don't know. But again, what's bothersome is that, like, I really have nothing against these guys, and I don't think I did anything to them. I actually like them a lot. So like, we spent so much time in the house talking about going to Texas and how it was be more exciting than Vegas and going to visit Lane's hometown. And like, I literally talked to Lane on the phone probably a week before they went to do that Texas trip. And like, and we even said before we hung up, we're like, oh, we got to make a trip out to Texas, So like, and then a week later, I find out that they're all going to Texas. So I'm like, this is kind of fucked up. So it was just, it's weird. Like, I don't know. I'm hurt as much as you can be hurt about TV bullshit, but no, I'm not bitter. And if they ever decided to make an effort to befriend me in any way, I undoubtedly would be receptive to it, because I think they're good people. I think they are wrapped up a lot in the hype of Big Brother and what's going on. And truth be told, if I was in my early 20s, I'd be doing the same thing. I'd be out there fucking doing everything I can and making my entire life Big Brother oriented. But I'm like in my mid 30s and I got a fucking mortgage to pay and beer to drink and pajamas to wear. So I just don't have like the energy and time to do that. So I get what they're going, and I'm hoping when things settle down maybe and the whirlwind of Big Brother is over, maybe they'll kind of reconnect with me a little bit, but I don't know. We'll see. I have nothing against the guys, though, at all.
One last question. Have you and Enzo come to an agreement on who started the brigade?
No, I mean, like I said, they don't really talk to me very much. I sent a little joke in Twitter out the other day about like that I started Hoff-O-Ween, no matter what Enzo says. I think that I don't know. I think I've come to the understanding that I think, and I'm not sure, I think it's like almost an interpretation of the question that he might think that starting the brigade means like starting it in the sense of naming it the brigade, whereas I just started an arbitrary blind 4-person alliance. They're not even starting, neither of us started it. We all just it was us 4 just fell into it. I named some strategies, he named some names, all 4 of us were just there. I mean, it all kind of happened. I don't know. I think I was the mastermind. I think he was the hype man and the promoter of it. And as far as getting the people together, that just happened. Neither of us did that. So I don't know.
Good answer.
I like it.
All right, let's go to another caller.
Hey, girl.
Phil from Virginia, you there?
I got you, girls.
Hi,
How
Phil.
are you today?
Good. How are you?
Hey, it's good. Hey, Matt, you be the killer man. Hoff-O-Ween was on the ball.
It was. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I was one of them. We all cracked in early on you and followed you all through the morning, man. It was like 4 a.m. when it went dead on us.
Well, thanks for sticking around. Were you drinking at least, or what were you doing?
All night long. I tell you, crazy clown and the tongue action.
That's awesome. Thanks for being there with us. I hope I can do this again every year if people are into it.
Well,
I think you should open it.
You got a pretty good following, man. I don't know why the girls missed it, because it was on all night long.
Oh, I was drunk in Vegas, let's be honest here.
You and Rachel, we hear some stories.
Oh, you didn't hear anything.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's been real quiet, but we're waiting for the ball to drop.
There won't be.
Yeah, but as far as the brigade, it's their disadvantage and loss that you aren't a big part of them.
Thank you.
I tell you, they got a lot to gain if they ever get involved and really hook up and be serious with you, brother.
The brigade was all invited to Hoff-O-Ween, too. Everybody was, actually, so. I don't know, maybe next year. Maybe everything will change next year and everyone will be buddy-buddy and you'll see more Big Brother people next year. So who knows what happens. Next year, how about, look, we had these, like, kind of mock ghetto worked up feed switchers. Let's get some SuperPass sponsorship and make this a real event, you know? That's what I'm saying. We'll get some 4-camera feeds and stuff.
It went off cool. It wasn't a click one. I tell you, the live feeders were having a blast. The internets with the connects for the pictures. It was fun, man. I wish you good in the future.
Oh, cool. Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Well, thanks for calling today, Phil.
All right, girls, be careful.
Bye, Phil.
Bye. That is a good idea. We'll discuss that later, all right?
No,
I need
let's
to see
do
some
it
metrics
now.
here. I need to see some metrics. I need to, come on. Send me some stuff. All right, who's our next caller? It's Big Bus.
Hey.
Hey, how's it going?
All right. I've been on hold forever.
I know. Matt's a popular guy today.
Yeah, I love you, Matt.
Oh, thank you. I love you.
Yeah, I didn't like you putting Kathy up. That was a crazy thing to do.
Can I get a translation on that one?
Yeah, he didn't appreciate you putting Kathy up. He said that was a crazy thing to do.
It was a crazy thing to do. It seemed not crazy at the time, but I guess in hindsight it was very crazy. You go a little crazy in that house. I think Chelsia can attest to that. You do some crazy things. So, yeah, looking back, hindsight is 20/20, and yeah, it was a little crazy.
Well, that cost you the game.
He said he said that cost you the game.
Yeah, maybe yes and no. I think throwing the HOH probably cost me the game a little more than that. But yeah, so did that. A whole bunch of things. I'm fucking horrible. Don't vote me for All Stars. I'll ruin
that
everything.
Doesn't sound like a genius to me.
A genius can own up to his mistakes. A true genius.
This is true. All right, Big Bus. Thanks so much for calling today.
Thanks for calling in and seeing my gameplay. Have a good day.
Bye, Bus.
Who's our next caller? It's Michelle from the Bronx.
It's Michelle from the Bronx. You got me listening to this crazy techno crap. Oh my gosh.
The what?
The techno hold music.
We have techno hold music? Chelsea, have you been playing with the music?
Did you switch the music? He said no, it's the same shit we've always had.
You mustn't have been on hold much, Michelle.
What's going on, Matt?
What's going on, Michelle?
Oh, not much. You had a fucking blasted party, man.
Did you see any of it?
Not only did I see it, but I also got drunk along with you guys. Every time somebody said, Rachel, I drank, you guys were playing flip cup and I'm trying to drink. It was great. I bombed out after 12 o'clock. I couldn't even last with you guys.
The chat room should have started some sort of Hoff-O-Ween drinking game. I'm surprised that didn't go on.
I tried, but, there were some people that weren't with the Rachel hate, and it was like, a word that was being commonly used but not too common, so I didn't want to get too blasted too early,
I see.
You had some really good friends there that were helping out with the webcam, too.
Yeah, it was awesome. Everyone did great. I'm very pleased with how that went off.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And I loved your blog right now that you just threw up about the Saw.
Oh, yeah, it was a great movie. You read that? It's so fucked up.
Yeah, I read it. Thanks. I won't go and see the movie. I appreciate it.
Where did you blog at?
It's at thegremlincave.com.
Yeah.
I just posted a new one today.
Oh,
Well,
I didn't know
speaking of
this.
Hoff-O-Ween, this just made me think of it. Here's some like behind the scenes shit that kind of sucks for you guys. So I'm not kidding. Literally like minutes after I shut off the live feeds, cameras, I thought everything was dying down. Right in front of where the main camera was, a huge fight broke out, and two people started going at it. And then one guy got so mad that he went outside and punched out the window of his car. I mean, it was crazy. And it was like, I was pissed off. I'm like, oh man, this would have been like a ratings juggernaut, because it was like minutes after I shut the camera off and it happened right in front of it. So that's a lesson to me. I should leave the cameras on all night long. That's my bad. Sorry about
That's my
that.
type of party.
I know. I feel so bad that I messed that all up. I should have left the cameras on.
Yeah, it happens. It happens. I'm sure you'll be involved around some more fights. Just have the camera ready. I got a question, Matt.
What do you got?
All right. Since it's been a little bit of time for you to be out, decompress, absorb back into your own world, what's been the most obscure thing that has happened to you since you've been out?
The most obscure thing? Wow. I mean, I feel like my life is relatively normal for the most part. I thought this was kind of weird. You know, you always get the people that come up to you and stuff and say they're fans, and some are like more obsessive than others, and some are just pretty casual. But we were at Target, and a guy came running out from behind. He was a security guard, and he said that he's like, oh my God, I was watching the monitors and back, and I saw you walk around the store, and I'm a huge fan. I'm like, oh, thanks. And he was getting kind of like to that crazy level a little bit, and then he gets to the point where he's like, yeah, he's like, so the episode came on where I was watching, and mind you, he's a security guard, so he's like, has some sort of, police authority, and he's like, I was, even though it's Target, and he's like, I was watching the episode where, he's probably watching right now, where your house was on TV, where they interviewed your wife, and he goes, and there was like a second shot where they showed the outside of your house. He's like, so I freeze framed that, and I was trying to figure out like where you lived and stuff, and I'm thinking to myself, like, let's say you did figure out where my house was. Like, what the fuck are you gonna do with that? Like, knock on the window? So I thought that was kind of goofy, like that someone would take the time to freeze frame the episode and find out where my house was. But then on Twitter, we took a very harmless picture just this past weekend. Reagan and Kristen and I, very harmless, just us like in front of the house saying hello. And I guess in the background, my car was in the picture, and then like instantly tweets are going on. It's on message boards like, oh, Matt's license plate. It's like who the fuck cares what my license plate number is? So I don't know some people are just like really over the top, but I guess I kind of like that, because it's like I've always kind of wanted a stalker. I guess it's like in some way it's funny. I think it's cooler for a guy. Like if you're a chick and you have a stalker, it's dangerous, because no one's gonna rape me. Like who wants to rape me? If you're a chick, you probably get raped. But a guy having a chick stalker, that's kind of like, that's a flattering thing, I guess, in some way.
Did you invite the security guard over for dinner?
Just send them flowers.
Yeah.
Send them flowers. Hey, Matt.
God.
Yeah.
Why did you wear your jeans with your outfit? Why didn't you just go like, no jeans and just wear like panties or something?
Oh, for the creepy Britney picture?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just wanted to be the picture. Like my lower half was no concern. I probably should have just worn my boxers or something. People were saying that I had no access to the hand down the pants, which was untrue, because I absolutely did. And many times during the night, I made sure that I wore an outfit that I could always be accessible with the hand down.
Wait, time out. What, isn't that a onesie?
Yeah, that's the one problem with the onesie. Like I'd love to make a onesie that had a little slit. See, I got nowhere to go right now. There's nowhere.
You could take it to a seamstress.
I do. I need to adjust it.
Just take a pocket out of like an old pair of jeans and tell them to sew this on the inside. You're good to go.
Yes, there's always room for improvement on everything, I guess.
Michelle, you are fantastic.
Thanks,
All
Michelle.
right, man. Well, great talking to you, Matt. Lots of props with you and Blistering for that live feed stuff. That was awesome, and I look forward to a lot more fun with you guys, man.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thanks, Michelle.
Thanks, Michelle.
All right. Bye, ladies.
Bye.
So was everybody playing Flip Cup in the basement?
Oh, a lot of people were. I wasn't a part of the Flip Cup thing when it was on film. I think the Flip Cup became such a big event that they ended up getting like better lighting and stuff. It's funny, because I figured that when Hoff-O-Ween started on camera, that's when everyone would be kind of like getting everything organized and nice. But it turns out the drunker we got, the more people got concerned about production value. And so like, oh, no, we need lights and this needs to happen. I'm like, you guys should just be drinking and having fun. So yeah, through the course of the night during the Flip Cup games, I think we got some better lighting and people were kind of more cognizant of the camera and stuff. I know you guys couldn't see it, but I really hid the camera well. Like if I didn't tell you it was there downstairs, you probably would have never seen it. But people really ended up. I heard a guy took his pants off and was like making little manginas out of his balls and stuff. I didn't see any of that, but I saw a screen capture of it. Someone like freeze framed it and posted it somewhere.
Yeah. Well, Mr. No Pants and a couple others, like I said, had messaged me. They said they really enjoyed watching Flip Cup.
Oh, that's awesome. I could have just said all night that.
Who is our next caller?
I was going to repeat it. Sarah from Tennessee.
Hi.
Hi, Sarah. How are you?
Good.
Chelsia.
My daughter has something she wants to say to Matt.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Hi, Diaball Super Genius.
Hello, little girl. How are you?
Good.
What's your name?
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, what is her name?
Yeah, she wanted to say hi.
What's her name?
Super Genius.
Was that a real little kid?
Yes.
No kid.
Yes,
no.
that's my little girl. She's 3.
What's her name?
How funny.
Haley.
Matt, say hi to Haley.
Hi, Haley. It's so cute that you learned Diabolical Super Genius.
And she's 3?
Oh, Haley, don't grow up to be like me. That would be a very bad thing.
Hey, thank you. Bye-bye.
You okay, Haley?
Yeah.
Oh,
my
that's
God.
amazing. So is Haley a Matt fan?
No, actually, we were a Britney fan.
Oh, but she knows Diabolical Super Genius.
Yes, she watched it with me. She'd always say, Mommy, are you watching Big Brother?
Oh my God, that's adorable.
Thank you.
Did you guys have a question today?
Yes, actually, I have 2 questions. My first one is, sorry, I wrote it down. Oh, yeah, shout out to room 2, to Grandma and Shauna in room 2.
Oh, everybody's in room 2.
Yes, it's jam-packed today in there.
Woo!
Good.
And, oh, yeah, did you fake your birthday while you were in the house, Matt?
What about my birthday?
Were you really 30 or were you older than that? Or was it even your birthday?
That was actually my real birthday, but it was my 33rd birthday, not my 30th. So I'm 33 right now.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to be in my 20s in my house because I knew that they always cast a bunch of shitheads in their 20s, and so I didn't want. And plus, I don't even look 33, let alone 29. Like I said, I figured if I said I was really my real age, 33, that people wouldn't even believe that, so they'd think that was a lie, even though it was the truth. So I just knocked it back a few years. And it's cool to have your 30th birthday in the Big Brother house. I'm like, if I do my 30th birthday, they're gonna go out big because it's a big monumental year, and they're gonna give me a bunch of booze. And it turned out I had it was the most sober birthday I've ever had, and it was actually a pretty miserable evening. So that plan all backfired, like every other one of my plans that I did in the house. And
right.
You have such great lies.
maybe not. I'm not such a good liar, I guess, but it's good for Stacy.
Yeah. And my other question was, well, Grandma wanted to know, where do you buy your pajamas?
Target.
Target.
Target?
$9.99. Except they stopped carrying the largest size, so right now you might notice it's a little tight. This is the largest size they have. They used to have one size up, and they don't even manufacture it anymore. So I'm kind of snugging into these. I need to lose a little weight so I fit a little better.
Well, everybody,
really?
for all the super fans out there, next time you go to Target, see if they've got some PJs, and you can send them to Matt.
Yeah, but they're only for kids. So if I'm freakishly small, so you have to be tiny or a girl or something to wear them. Any normal dude could not fit into these. They're for little kids.
So you are a kid size what, Matt?
I'm like a man-child, yeah, a child man.
But what's the size on the pajamas that you're wearing?
Age 14 to 16.
14 to 16. So if you guys find footed pajamas at Target, size 14, 16, send them to Matt.
And if you ever want to compare Matt's size to your size, you can just go and see a 14 to 16.
Yeah, then you'll be just like me.
And Matt, do they zip from the ankle all the way up?
Yeah, the zipper's right here on the foot. And then it just zips all the way right up there like this.
That's a lot of work.
It is. Well, yeah, I mean, it's, when you're going to the bathroom and stuff, it's not so good.
Any other questions today?
Let's see. trying to think. What was the best costume you saw?
What's that?
What was the best costume you saw?
Oh, I mean, the Zingbot won Costume of the Year, and then followed by Kiss, and then there was a big Bud Light Warrior. I don't know if you guys saw that. It was the most intricately made costume, and they probably would have won, except that it won Hoff-O-Ween 2 years ago, the same guy, same costume, but he redid it. He, like, added a bunch of stuff, which is why he used it again, but I couldn't, in good conscience, I couldn't give him the award twice, but he did, that costume did win Hoff-O-Ween in 2008.
You couldn't give him the award because it was everything from your closet.
Yes, he already has my junk.
Exactly.
Well, thank you so much for calling today, and tell Haley we say hi.
Okay, I will, and I'll talk to you on Reality Rewind tonight, Missy.
All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Who is our next caller? Kelly from St. Louis.
Hi.
Hey,
Hi, Kelly.
It's my first time ever calling.
You're a virgin.
Yay.
Stay online and we'll get you a mug, okay?
All right.
Did you have a question for Matt?
Well, yeah, I wanted to talk to him. And first, I want to tell you guys I love you guys.
Oh,
you guys
thank
are great.
you.
This is my first time calling. I've watched since season 5. And
Wow.
This is the first time I've ever called. I wanted to call when Brittany was on, but I never could get in. That was my favorite of the year. No offense, Matt. I love you, too. But, yeah, I thought you were great. I thought the Brigade did you shitty. I didn't like that. As far as I'm concerned, I thought you were the one that started it. I really wanted you to go for her. You and Brittany, actually. You, Brittany, and Reagan is who I was rooting for the whole time. So, anyway, I just wanted you to know that, and I just wanted you to know that I thought you were wonderful.
Oh, thank you. I love. It's always good to be someone's second best, so I appreciate that.
Hey, well, hey, Brittany, I liked her. She was so funny in the diary room.
No, she was hysterical. Her DRs were riot.
I think that anybody that don't pick her up, that's their loss. I think she's going to make somebody some money. I really do.
Sure.
And you and Reagan were hysterical. I mean, anybody that is that comfortable with their sexuality, it just makes everybody comfortable. I just thoroughly enjoyed this year.
It's weird how fucked like people overanalyze a heterosexual man being friends with a homosexual man and how that even becomes an issue. It's so fucked up to me.
It is. My niece is a lesbian and my sister-in-law is lesbian. So, I know what you're talking about. And it's, some of my good friends are, gay, bisexual, the whole 9 yards. So it's kind of refreshing to see somebody, not worry about what other people think.
Yeah, we're all just people, It's
That's
all the same
right.
shit. So.
All right. Well, I don't want to take up your time. I know you guys got a lot of calls out there. I've been on hold quite a while, and yes, that music is horrible. But Chelsea, I want to tell you I loved you in your season.
Oh, thank you.
The night you took that cake, that Easter cake, it was hysterical. I laughed.
The Easter eggs.
I laughed so hard. It was hysterical. I loved it.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, I thought you were wonderful, too. But anyway, I'll get off of here. Big Brother fan all the way.
All right,
Thanks,
stay online.
guys.
Stay online and give us your email, okay?
All right, thanks.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Yeah, our lines have been very busy, so like some people are text messaging say, you're cutting people off. We're not cutting people off. We're just trying to get to everybody on hold.
We only have an hour. Who's our next caller? Jen from DC.
Hey, hi.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. How's everyone?
We're good.
So I have a couple questions. Matt, are you getting a cut from the Brigade T-shirts on eBay?
I am getting no cuts, and I even said, I don't know who's getting profits for this, but I was curious. I was going to actually buy one to see if, because either way it's a win-win. I figure either if I buy one, then they're going to recognize that it's me and give me the shirt for free, so then I get a free shirt, or I'm going to buy one and they're actually going to charge me the $20, which to me is that $20 is worth the awesome story to say that I got charged for a Brigade t-shirt. So either way, I think I may try and buy one and see what happens.
Is it? I actually clicked on that link to see it, and I noticed that the sender is from Canada, or the seller.
Oh, the seller's from Canada?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
maybe
I don't even know if they're making
international enterprise. You need to get in on that.
Oh, no fucking operation going on. I have no idea, but I don't know. I don't know. Brittany's probably getting all the money. I have no idea.
What was your
if
other
you,
question?
If you get one, I hope you ask for all the autographs because that'll help the resale value later.
I would pay for an autographed Hidden Lane picture for sure.
Did you have another question?
Another question. There's been kind of, I guess, speculation. I'm not sure if it's ever come from him, but that Lane was more upset than anyone else about the lie, and that maybe that's why you've been kind of excluded. Have you ever talked to him about that at all? Anything about the lie?
No, but now that you say that, I honestly haven't, not only have I not heard that, but I haven't talked to him about it. But now that you say that, I could see where that would make sense, only because Hayden and Lane, and Enzo, I guess, were the only people who really didn't have time for it to settle in. And not only that, I know Lane and Hayden have been traveling around and doing shit, so odds are they haven't gotten to watch the show. And when all you hear is that initial fact, it sounds a lot worse, I think, than it does, like, watching the show play out and kind of see how really, I don't know. I could see that how that would have been a shock to his system. I don't see how that would have, like, killed a friendship, I don't know, but no, I haven't talked to him, and that's interesting. I haven't even heard that. So if that's the case, I would actually be very open to talking to him about that. I had no idea.
Right.
Okay, well, thank you so much. Good question.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
All right, have a good day. Let's go to our last caller of the day. Sorry, guys, if we didn't get to you. Matt will come back. We like Matt, so.
I would love that. I'll come back every day.
Who do we have here? Brandy?
Yes.
What's up, Brandy?
Oh, not much. I thought you guys just said you weren't going to get to me.
Oh, no, you're
we
our
got
last one of the day.
Oh, great. Okay, I've never got to talk to Matt. I thought he was awesome. Great, great, great.
Thanks,
my question to you guys, well, we keep on asking who started the brigade. Well, all of us did watch Enzo play from the beginning to the end. So my question would be, who do you think started the brigade?
Ooh.
Sorry, Missy. Missy, but I don't think it was Enzo.
I don't think it was either.
No, I think it was actually Matt. And I think Matt's better off without being part of the brigade. I think that's great.
You know what? Let me ask a question real quick.
Okay.
After the show, who do you, I'm not going to say who do you like more, but you've gotten to meet Matt a couple times now.
Are you throwing this at me?
I'm calling you out.
What have I told you?
Post Big Brother. Who do you like more?
I love how she's doing this to me. Right here on camera. But
I want to hear the answer to this. I'm curious.
It's nothing. Well, you can archive this later, and there's nothing that I wouldn't say now. I was Team Enzo all the way. We know I was Team Enzo on the way. I've had great meetings with Enzo when I've met him. But I've had no further contact with Enzo, and I really like what Matt has done. I mean, that's my respect right there, is for someone who goes into the Big Brother house who is human. They aren't stars. They do a reality TV show, and they come out and they don't think that they're above everybody else, and they open up their home, Hoff-O-Ween parties, twit pics, don't have arguments over who's doing what, and just do everything they can for their fans. For that, I have mad respect.
Thanks for clearing that up for me.
You're welcome. Put me on the spot like that again.
As a fan and, being a fan, I think some of the players just are like, okay, I did my time, I'll do autographs for money and do this and that. But then when it comes to meet and greets and stuff, they want nothing to do with it.
I completely agree with you. That's when I always learn the difference from someone who was there to play a game, who thinks that they're all that, to someone who realizes they were there to play a game, to possibly win money, but is as equal as everybody else in this world. And that's how I always base my opinion on the characters that played the show after I meet them. And 98% of the time, I am wrong. That's why I always give everyone a clean slate.
Well, after with the interviews and stuff, Rachel and Brendan, total a whole bunch of respect. What they do for their fans.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, it's amazing how people come off and stuff. But I'll hurry up. Just really quick, Chelsia, who do you think's going to win this weekend, Nebraska or Iowa?
Really?
Nebraska.
Are you for real right now?
Anything what we can argue about. Nebraska, go.
Okay, good, Nebraska.
Freaking
And
Cornhuskers.
Missy, have you tasted the chili cheese hot dogs with the coleslaw yet?
No, I have not, and I probably will never taste that hot dog.
Oh, you really need to. It's really good. Okay.
I can't do it.
You have to. It's good. Okay, thanks, Matt, and come back on again. Maybe you can replace yesterday's person.
I'd love it.
Okay.
I love that I'm growing on Missy like an infectious tumor, too. It's
Yes. That's why I made her clear that up. Just,
I knew it would happen. I knew it would happen. I could have told you that in the backyard interview. You would have never.
That was one of the that was the very first moment, Matt, that I had a whole different opinion of you. I was like, whoa, how wrong was I?
I got it. I can do it.
Yeah, you're wonderful.
This. How can we get this? Do you see this? Do you see this?
Bring it.
All right, Brandy, thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you.
All right, have a good day. Okay, unfortunately, we are overtime. Matt, we had a blast chatting with you.
I had a blast. Thank you.
Are so fun. Thanks for everything you do. And like I said, we'll chat. You'll be back. He's not leaving SuperPass anytime soon. So.
Thanks for keeping it real, Matt.
I love it. I'd love to be back.
All right. Well, you have yourself a wonderful day, and we'll talk later.
Thanks, ladies.
Right.
Go take a nap.
Bye.
Bye.
He's so funny. I have like wrinkle lines on my face.
I have a permanent smile.
I'm gonna need Botox for my laugh line.
Jesus, here we go, Botox.
All right. Yeah. Tomorrow we have June, winner of season 4. I'm excited for her too.
Yeah.
This is gonna be fun.
These have been great all week.
And then, like I said, we had a schedule change. Mark Long from MTV, who's helping out with the reality awards, is gonna be Skyping in this Friday. And then Memphis got moved to Monday.
So just a quick schedule change. Yep. Tonight, Reality Rewind, 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time on SuperPass. And tomorrow, time change for our East Coasters.
East Coasters. Have some more Coke, Missy.
I will. East Coasters, 6 o'clock on Thursday nights Pacific Standard Time. Thanks for spending your evening with us.
See you guys later.
Bye.